Tonight you dream of blood. Not of blood on a blade or the blood on your hands, but an ichor that runs as a torrent through the realms. A flood that pours across the fields and forests. An ocean that floats you to the world's edge and threatens to cascade off into the void. This blood seems a frightening thing, a massive force that sweeps away all resistance. As a whole, it is a monster and it cannot be stopped. Were it to be viewed from on high, it would seem to cover the entire world in its red-black embrace. You, however, do not have such a lofty perch. From within the deluge, you can see it does not move as one, but is filled with currents, eddies, and undertows. Pockets of calm afford breathing space, whilst violent whirlpools threaten to rend limb from limb. Ultimately, it seems undirected and lacks a driving will, a quality you have in abundance. You may be caught within, but sufficient determination can shape what you need to survive. There are still options open, still choices to be made. As the tide presses forward, you steer as you wish, atop a ship called Persistence and under sails made of resolve. A sudden and deliberate wave puts an end to your course and to the dream. It would seem that the flood does have some will and took offense to your enjoying the ride.
I have another new ability.
Not
That was an interesting sleep. Let's be on our way. See if we can't flood these mines. I forget his name, but up above, on the second level,
You must
was in
gather your
prison.
party
He was
before
going to free all the
venturing forth.
slaves first. Okay,
With
so this is
ease.
taking us up to the first level. And Imoen has smacked me on the head this morning, telling me that there were indeed 4 levels, and we were on the 4th level. And yes, I was just too focused on combat and the treasure and detecting traps. I wasn't thinking. I lost track of the levels that we've gone through. Alright, so let's see about flooding the mines, but let's make sure that no one dies in the attempt. Hey there again, I see that you have the key. It must have been a bloody battle with the Master. And you must be tough ones to have lived through it. Alright then, give the key and let's be done with this. Oh, one more thing. You did talk to Rill, didn't you? So that's all this, so that all the slaves can get out of here alive? Yes, we talked to Rill. You don't have to worry about your friends. They'll all be safe. Here's the key. Now let's do it. Well, then I guess that's it then. As soon as I open this plug, we're going to have to run for our lives, because otherwise we'll be washed away like the other Oreathar dwarves. Ready then? Here we go.
Hello, pal.
You saved us. The rest of us have fled to the north towards Baldur's Gate, but I elected to stay so as to thank all of you. Without your heroics, who knows how long we'd be working that horrible mine. I'm just glad we didn't end up in the watery grave down there like the rest of the Iron Throne mercenaries.
With ease.
We've done good work. Now I think we should go spend a day or two at the Friendly Arm Inn and relax. But before we turn our eyes to Baldur's Gate, there's places to the south that I'd like to explore first. Ruins of Ulcaster and the Firewine Bridge. There's also a place to the east of, or is it the northeast? I'd have to look at the map of Baldur's Gate. Be glad to get out of the woods, finally. Yeah, Olgoth's Beard is to the northeast of Baldur's Gate. And there's farms right here. But let's go to the Friendly Arm Inn. Let's travel right out of the Cloakwood this way if we can.
You have been made by
Giant
enemies
spiders,
and
of
must
course.
defend yourself.
Not a problem.
poisoned. I can cure poison. I've got several of them now with my ability.
Eat flaming! Or possibly...
Can I help you?
That's that.
It will be done.
Be on our way. Let's go to the friendly arm inn.
Enemies and must defend yourself.
We've been traveling through the Cloakwood the only way out. That we couldn't go east from the mines, unfortunately. Which means we have to travel through all this wilderness. Fighting poisonous creatures everywhere we go. Take my last antidote. Poisoned again.
I am not well.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Give us victory! What is your command? Its tempest will sit as you direct.
These creatures have taken a lot out of me. At least we'll have some things to sell when we're at the friendly arm inn. I don't want to stay here any longer than we have to. Let's keep going. Friendly arm inn, here we come.
Not a problem.
Well, it took long enough, and we're all dead tired. I feel like a zombie myself. I've been walking for like 3 days to get out here. All I want is a nice warm bed.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
It will be done.
Hello, Rasad. Minsk. Done here. What do you have to sell me? Well, let's just take a room. I'm so tired. Okay. Well, I feel much better. Well rested. Now let's get our everything.
It will
My
be
inn
done.
is open to all who behave themselves.
Everything's sold and we'll be on our way then. Journal entry 4. Day 85, hour 17. 26th of Flame Roll 1368. We shut down the Iron Throne mines in the Cloakwood for good. We've stopped the bandit raids, stopped the kobolds in the Nashko mines, and we haven't been bothered by bounty hunters in weeks. We haven't won against my father's killers, but we have certainly destroyed what they were trying to achieve here in the Sword Coast. At least I hope so. The Cloakwood mines operated for 3 years now. Who knows just how much iron they may have stocked up in order to save the day in Baldur's Gate. A crisis which they created themselves, I might add. We will be traveling there soon. However, I have no influence in the city, and all I have to go on is my own and my group's skill in battle. Our equipment counts as well, since that is as much the measure of a warrior along with their martial abilities. So we will head southeast and tackle the haunted School of Ulcaster and the Firewine Bridge. Both are reputed to be full of treasure and monsters. There is also talk of a town in need of near Baldur's Gate, and we shall travel there afterwards. I am content that the Iron Throne can wait. What harm can they possibly do now? For us, it is time for adventure. We are well rested. Let us head out. Our packs are light. We've got much gold. Although, there is one stop that we can go to on the way down to Ulcaster, High Hedge. Durlag's Tower is also a place that's reputed for
Not
only
a
the
problem.
very toughest adventurers. Perhaps we'll travel there one day too. There's two mage outfits. Now that we have so much gold, we have over 53,000. We could buy these. They're very expensive. Everyone has to do the talking, since she's the best at convincing people. All those stories she liked to hear, she also likes to tell them.
I'm gone.
She can buy a robe for herself and for Nira. We're interested in selling or buying magical items. What do you have? Okay. Good, actually. Does he not have any healing potions? No, he does not. He has Potion of Mirrored Eyes. That could be very handy. How about we get them both? Just in case, since our previous protection is gone. Charm Person. I'm sure we'll run across those in the future. We're not here to look at spells, although... No, we're okay. Alright, so, Robe of the Good Archmagi. We can buy one of each of these, and for the neutral, which Nira professes to be, and of course Imoen professes to be good. So I think that is good enough for us. Very expensive, 43,000. Robe of the Good Archmagi. Much superior to what she was wearing. Much superior. Protects her almost as much as I'm protected. And even has magical resistance to it. Now, Nira's robe is pretty much the mirror of the good one. Ironically, when we killed Davaeorn, he had the Robe of the Evil Archmagi. And now the protection of our mages is almost as good as my own protections, like I've said.
With ease.
Let us be off.
With ease.
Our mages are well equipped now. I look forward to fighting our enemies in the future. Not wasting our time on wild dogs, so. Khalid, you have to be getting hit from wild dogs. And it's storming. Let's go. Now, Ulcaster. Actually, since we're so close to Beregost, let's go give my cloak to the dwarf. I don't want to, but I feel he needs it, he asked for it, and I agreed to do it. So we'll do it. Besides, the only thing it does is prevents wizards from seeing me with scrying or see invisibility. It didn't seem to work against Davaeorn. Although I don't think he could directly see me, just detected the presence of my presence. Maybe there was some kind of hidden trap I didn't see.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
And maybe we should sleep while we're out here. We've been traveling for quite a while. music playing at all times of the day. Well, it's late in the evening.
With ease.
Dwarf, there you are.
Not a
Dirk.
problem.
Remember your name? Put that thing away, you damn fool. I'm a bleeding tourist attraction around here now. There's money in that. Losing this old cloak was the best thing that could have happened to me. No more hacking and slashing my way through life. Nah, I've got it easy now. Keep the damn cloak and good riddance. Oh. Okay.
Yes? With ease.
Well, that worked out for the best, then. Didn't have to give it up in the end anyway. Let's rest for the night. Show me a list of your services. A royal room, of course. We'll have no other room. We have the gold. Let's stay in their most expensive room. Now, it's early morning. Let us go. Like I said, adventure awaits.
With ease.
To Ulcaster. Might take a day to get down here. No, actually we made it in good time. A third of a day. Now, be on our guard.
Not a problem.
Of course, it is daytime. My ability to hide in shadows will be limited, so we'll just have to go forward as a group.
For the fallen!
Kobolds. Worthy, worthy of our skills. Is this the worst the Ulcaster has to offer? It's an embarrassment. These creatures are everywhere. I think that there was a scroll here. Magic missile. We are a well-skilled group. I can't see anything being much of a problem. Although I probably speak too soon. Who's that? It's a little halfling.
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
Wayfarers, wait up a moment. I wish to have a word with you. You are adventurers, are you not? Yes, we're adventurers. Why should you care? That's good then. You see, I am an adventurer of sorts. Of course, I'm not very fond of battle. I like to pilfer objects from ruins and monstrous lairs, and try my best to avoid getting hurt. Anyway, I have something that might interest you. I have a gem in my possession, a magical gem. I have no use for it, and I can't get the price I'm looking for from anyone I've met. Would you perhaps be interested? Could you perhaps tell us what the gem does? Of course. It's a gem of true seeing. It allows you to see the truth in all things. So do you want it? I'm selling it for 1,000 gold, no more, no less. Sorry, that's a little too pricey for us. I don't trust this guy. It's too bad that you couldn't see the obvious value of this gem. I guess I'll be on my way. Be on your way, then. People that look for adventurers to sell them goods, I find, are crooks and charlatans. Well, the ruins have to be around here somewhere. It was supposedly destroyed 200 years ago, if I remember my information correctly. Was there a battle between two rival wizard groups? This is very, arid terrain. Oh, it goes down here. I'm following it. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Whoa, hobgoblins.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
So far, nothing that's challenging us. Oh, these arrows, I forgot to sell them when I was in town. Might as well just put them up. In my quiver. Let's be good. Get going here. Strange that these natural... Maybe this was something ancient. Seems very straight edge to me, or almost straight edge at least. Not perfectly, of course. Nature never works in straight lines. What's this? Like a little pathway up here. odd area. Loud eagle calls above us. Well, I suppose that will do for the moment.